Day, beautiful and ugly. For the sake of your heart and all, you should own your name and stand up tall and get real. See the beauty in the ugly. Jason Mraz. On the most surface of levels, giving birth is not the prettiest picture. Blood, pain, sweat, moaning. It's messy and grueling. Having given birth to 5 children with no pain medication, I can also say without a doubt that it hurts. A lot. But at the same time, in the middle of the hard, ugly, and painful, it's one of the most beautiful, tender, amazing gifts on earth. I often think of Mary giving birth to Jesus, surrounded by animals, smells, and sounds that weren't sterile or shiny. We have so few concrete details of her experience, but we do know that it was human, so it was messy, bloody, dirty, sweet, and miraculous all at the same time. Like our lives. Embracing the paradox that beautiful can exist in the middle of life's ugliness can be extremely healing. We see it in far more places than a birthing room. When we are walking on concrete sidewalks and notice tiny flowers peeking through. When we experience a tenderness or kind word in a crowded line of people. When we hear a story of good news in a world screaming with bad. Beautiful in the ugly. It's hard to see sometimes, and like the darkness, the ugliness often blinds us to any of the good. When our own lives feel dim, especially in contrast to the shininess of holiday festivities, it's tempting to tune it all out and let everything become an ugly blur. A few weeks ago, I was at the house of a friend who is struggling with significant health issues. He is a disabled war veteran with severe PTSD, and his quality of life at this stage of his story is very low. Sitting in his tiny, subsidized apartment with ashtrays full of cigarette butts and mess all around, he asked me if I wanted to hear a poem he wrote. I've known him for 16 years, and he's never shared anything like this, so I was a little stunned. He expressed that he had suddenly felt like writing, and bought himself one of those little black and white composition books for $1. As I listened to his beautiful words, raw and real, expressing his wounds and hope tangled up together, it was truly holy. With tears streaming down my face as I heard his ragged, rough voice speak such glory, I was reminded there is so much beautiful in the ugly, and so much holy in the hard, so much tenderness in the brutal. Sometimes we have to strain to see it. Sometimes it will appear out of nowhere. It can't be forced. But we can be open. It helps weary hearts keep going. Where are you seeing beauty in the ugly?